Welcome to Mini-Me Movie Reviews. This week, we're reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. In case you're new to this show, which all of you are because this is our first episode, we're going to give you a rundown of how this works. We're going to talk about the box office take and what that probably means for the movie going out. We're going to talk about what we liked about it. We're going to talk about what we didn't like about it. We're going to talk about whether it's safe for the whole family. And then you're going to get a kid's take, and you're going to get adult advice. So, welcome to Mini-Me Movie Reviews.
With Ducky.
With Ducky.
Pirates 5.
Pirates 5 had a pretty big opening weekend. How much did it take?
61 million.
61 million at the box office. That seems like it's going to be a pretty big hit. What do you think? It's not phenomenal numbers, say, compared to Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. How much did that take in?
Wait. Comment down below right now. Okay, it took in 124 million.
124 million in one weekend. So Pirates would have a lot of catching up to do. Seems like the world is not as enthused about Pirates as it was about Guardians. But we're not here to compare. Today, we're just talking about Pirates, right?
Yeah.
So what did you like about the movie? One, are you a pirate fan?
Yes.
Have you liked all the Pirates movies? What do you like about them? What's your favorite thing about those movies?
They have pirates.
They have pirates in them, clearly. So you're a big fan of Pirates.
Yeah.
So that could probably skew the rest of your view on maybe, is this the best movie ever? Which don't tell us that yet. But, meaning if you like pirates, then chances are you're going to like a pirate movie.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, so what was your favorite thing about this movie? Do you have a favorite part without giving away any spoilers? For example, it might not be a spoiler that there's ghost sharks in it. Did you like the ghost sharks? But was that your favorite part?
No. I'm not sure if it was in Act 1 or Act 2, but it was funny.
Okay, so it was funny. Yeah, there were some funny parts. And it started off kind of funny. The very opening scene, it was pretty funny in the very beginning, and that would be Act 1. It was a decent movie. I think that the opening scene was funny. It was good. It was good action. I think the movie kind of drug in the middle. That's what I didn't like. It slowed down in the middle, and I felt like that kind of messed up the pacing a little bit. But I felt like the movie was a little long, maybe because it felt like it drug in the middle. But then it picked up again at the end and got action-packed again at the end. So, there were parts of it that I really liked. Thought it was really funny in the beginning, funny in the end, kind of drug in the middle. You obviously liked it. Thought there was some funny. You liked the whole movie. That's true. I think at one point I turned over to you in the movie and I said, "This is kind of dragging," and you were like, "Not to me." It could have been you or it could have been your brother. I can't remember. So here's the question that we need to know right now. Do you feel like this movie was safe for the whole family? Now see, we're a family of 5. And so he has an older brother and he's got a younger sister. So we're going to call the younger sister Little Squirt. And do you think this movie was safe for Little Squirt? She's 4.
No.
No. Why would it be not safe for her?
There was stuff like bad words.
Okay, there may have been a few bad words. Overall, relatively clean. It really was overall relatively clean, but there was a few bad words. What else?
There was stabbing.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of violence, wasn't there? Even though the violence, I would say, is somewhat in a cartoony way. Meaning it's clearly not real, because when we're talking about pirates and the whole idea of Pirates of the Caribbean and all of these flicks, it's kind of been cartoony at times. But that's part of been what's fun about it. but still, there was quite a bit of violence, and maybe it was a little dark, right? There may have been something, parts of it that could have been scary to her, as I would say in all of the rest in the series. Overall, in the rest of the whole series, was this your favorite one, your least favorite? Rank it in the series. Well, tell them.
My favorite.
Yeah, it was your favorite.
It was my favorite.
Wow, it was your favorite, even more so than the first. All right, well there you go. He thinks it's his favorite. For me, I would say, to me, okay, personally, I think the second and the third movie in the series are some of the worst movies ever made. They're boring. The plot lines were boring. The action was outrageously ridiculous, and it went beyond cartoony to me. I didn't like them at all. So that gives you an idea of what to judge based on my opinion of those movies. I think number 1 is still by far the best. It's leaps and bounds better than the first. I thought number 4 brought back some fun, and I would say number 5 was kind of on the same pace as number 4 with me. I know some people really hated the mermaids in number 4 and whatever, but all in all, I felt like number 4 bounced back quite a bit from 2 and 3, and number 5 stays on that path. Not as good as number 1 to me, but definitely not the worst in the series. So overall, we say, is it safe for the whole family? No. Is it safe for the majority of the family? I would say
yes.
Double A here is 9, and he did fine with the movie. So what's the kids' take? Kids' take, go ahead and give them your final review of the whole movie. Give it a grade.
Good. 1 to 10, scale 1 to 10, it would have to be 9 or 10. 9 or 8. 8 or 9.
All right, an 8 or 9. 8 or 9, that's pretty high. 8 or 9 for the kids' take. From an adult take, I gave you my kind of scenario. I would say it hangs around, 6 or 7. It's a 7 would be if I were really being graceful. Probably 5 or 6, realistically. Not a terrible movie, just not fantastic. For some adult advice, if you're thinking about seeing it with your kids, be aware there is some language, there is some violence, but there is a few parts in it that where the crude jokes the kids may not understand. I felt like there was a point here where Double A probably, we were laughing pretty hard. As adults, I think it may have gone over his head. However, my older child, who is 12, he definitely caught it. Could maybe have to do some explaining with some of the jokes. But overall, I think it's good for the majority of the family. I think that I would say that the movie makers were trying to make a family movie here. Probably a little dark for the young ones. Is that all for today?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it is. Well, that's our review of Pirates 5. I give it a 5 to 6. He gives it an 8 to 9. So overall, we think it's a decent movie. You can take the majority of your family to watch it. There's going to be a few parts you might want to talk to your kids about afterwards, but all in all, it's a good flick. Be sure that you subscribe and
hit the like button.
Because what are we going for?
1,000 likes.
Because that gives us the golden thumbs up, and that's what we're looking for. So be sure you like, be sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Mini Me Movie Review.